everybody. So I'm trying to keep up with the new technology. And I just heard about a new iPad that's going to come out. And it's going to have a touchless touchscreen. So how is that going to work? Are you just going to think about the touching, but not really do it? Because I can do that. I've done that. And Google has a new product. They're glasses. They look more like goggles, so I'm calling them Google goggles. They can do anything. You just put them on, and they're voice command, and you say, get my email, find me directions, anything you want. So like if you're walking down the street, you're going to get a pop-up alert if one of your friends is nearby. This is going to take all of the work out of stalking. It's going to be great. But I'm not really sure they're right for me. I mean, I imagine putting them on and walking down the street. At first I would look at my email, and then I would check my daily schedule. I would read that, and then I would see, oh, I need directions for something. So then I would read the directions, then I would look at the map, and then I would walk into a lamppost. Because there's no way I can be reading all that stuff and not collide with something. Or somebody. It could be another Google goggle wearer. And we could just like crash into each other. But we would be able to get directions to the nearest hospital. All right, I am the oldest comic in the lineup, as you probably can tell. I'm actually probably the oldest person in the room. And here's something I just found out. I'm actually older than the building that we're in. It's not a big deal. I can do anything I want. I travel. One of my favorite places to go to is Las Vegas. So the first thing I do when I get into my hotel room is I look at that magazine that's there. It's free. And it has places to go and important facts about Las Vegas. So the last time I was there, I see they added something new. This is what it says. There are more magicians living in Las Vegas than physicians, doctors. Does this seem like something they should be bragging about? But if you go to a casino, you know it's true because there are hundreds of seriously ill people gambling. They have oxygen masks, oxygen tanks. Really, they're gamblers with IV drips in their arms, just dragging them along. I saw a woman bring a bedpan into a casino. I didn't see her use it, but nobody stopped her. The other thing you see a lot of in casinos is babies. Yeah, people just walking along carrying their babies. What are those babies doing there? That's what I asked myself. So I followed this guy that was carrying a baby. Because I wanted to see, like, maybe he was turning that baby in for chips. But he wasn't. He was just gambling with a baby. So, the reason why I don't like the babies there is they're noisy and they're distracting. And I really need to concentrate when I'm gambling. Especially. So, I was at one of my favorite slot machines. I do have favorites. And this woman came in with a baby. This was not a crying baby. This was a screaming baby. So I said to her, is your baby okay? And she said, oh, he's fine. Those are just the noises he makes when he's angry. So I wanted to say to her, would you like to hear the noises that I make when I'm angry? But I didn't. I left that slot machine. I had stayed there too long. And I went to the gift shop. And I was really surprised because there was something new. There was this whole line of Barbie dolls. And it said, Barbie, Las Vegas series. And really, it was just a bunch of Barbie dolls in Las Vegas outfits. There was Showgirl Barbie, of course. Pit Boss Barbie. Then there was Blackjack Dealer Barbie. But right in the middle of them all was Physician Barbie. And I was like, of course, this makes so much sense. They don't have enough doctors. They're trying to encourage young girls to go into medicine. So I asked to see the Physician Barbie doll. And Mattel had done a fabulous job on her uniform. It was very authentic. She had a lab coat with a little pocket that said Barbie, comma, MD. And she had a stethoscope, and they pulled her hair back so nicely. Very professional. But then I looked a little closer. Physician Barbie was wearing a thong and knee-high boots. Don't judge her. You know, she's going to practice medicine in Las Vegas. She has to fit in. I think it makes sense. I'm going to get some water. When you're old, you have to drink a lot. So I'm still a big fan of Martha Stewart. And I worry, she's not in the news very much, and I worry that her inspiring story is going to be forgotten. I mean, think about it. This is a woman that one day she was decorating her house, and then the next day she had to go live in the big house. And she did the crime, and she did the time. She went to prison. But when she got out, she had to be under house arrest. She had to wear those surveillance device on her ankle, and she had to stay at home. But that didn't stop Martha, because she saw how much attention those stay-at-home moms were getting, and she decided that, you know, she saw them, they were blogging, they were giving advice, doing the things that she likes to do. So she decided to market herself as a stay-at-home prisoner. And that way, she could give advice to other prisoners. So she tackled that problem with the surveillance device right away. She came up with some brilliant ideas for camouflaging it and accessorizing it. So I really want to be like Martha. I want to give advice to people. I want to give tips. But I only know a lot about one thing. And that's how to get dogs to do things. Because I have 2 dogs. I'm really good with dogs. So as sort of an homage to Martha, I'd like to give you some tips about how to be successful if you're trying to get a dog to do something. First of all, it's about having the right combination of incentives with you. And it's very simple. Here they are. First, you need a bag of pig's ears. And if you don't know what these are dog treats. They are the equivalent of dog heroin. So that's first. Then you need 100% all beef kosher hot dog cut into quarters. Now this is not about your dog keeping kosher. It's not that. It's that your dog can tell the difference between a kosher hot dog and one of those ballpark franks. So don't be trying to fool your dog with the Jewel brand Frankfurter. You have to have a kosher hot dog. Then the last thing you need is a Kong. And a Kong is a dog toy. It's made of hard black rubber, and it's shaped like a cylinder. It has a little hole on the top that you could push something in. It does look like a sex toy, all right. And you could use it for a sex toy, but it's not. It's a dog toy. So you stuff that, thank you. You stuff that with either cheddar cheese or peanut butter, but not both at the same time. So those are the things you need to be successful. I hope that my tips have been handy for you. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show, and I'll see you next time.